going on, FandomVerse YouTube? It's your boy Louis G.
It's your boy Arm.
And we're here at this one collector's place, and we're going to check out his house collection. He was kind of a douchebag, so
yeah,
we'll knock lightly or something.
Really weird guy.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
See?
So,
is he home?
Want to go ahead and knock?
Is he home?
Yeah, I
yeah.
I'll
do not. Hey buddy, we're here to do your collection showcase.
Of course, fucking guy doesn't show up. We at the right time?
What? He said around 6:30.
Oh. Hey man, what the hell y'all want knocking on my door like goddamn police? What's going on, guys? It's my collection, so that's why nobody answered the door, because I was outside.
It's Louis G's collection.
Alrighty, so
the G
it's
collection.
a mixture of everything. There's no rhyme or reason, I guess. A lot of things I do collect, I kind of try to sort them out, but sometimes, you run out of room. So we'll start off with, so I got a bunch of Raider Pops. All the Raider Pops that are available, even if the player is no longer in the team or got traded before the pop came out. Got a Super Bowl program from Super Bowl 18 back there. That's an original one, it's not a reprint. Got all these pictures autographed. Most of these I've actually met the players, so that was a good thing too. Got to meet a lot of greats. There's a couple I did not meet and just bought.
That's dope though. Got
this in 09 for being a season ticket holder.
Nice.
Nothing fancy, just a little stupid plaque. But yeah, this is kind of where it kind of wraps around all the autographed Raider pictures. And if you look in the background out there, that's the Oakland Stadium. We obviously we're gonna have one here in Vegas, so it's one of the reasons I moved down here from the Bay Area. So, quick run through. Huge Wolverine and Deadpool fan, huge. Anybody that knows me, and Star Wars. So that's kind of what I got going on here as far as pops. I don't have too many commons. There's maybe 3 or 4 that are just commons, but for the most part, they're all the store exclusives, Wolverine and Deadpool and X-23 or anything like that. So I got one for every one. If you look up there, they didn't make a Deadpool in a motorized vehicle other than the scooter, so he's up there somewhere on the scooter. And then I got all the Venom pole and crossovers like that. So
nice.
Those are kind of cool. Down here, if you guys remember Great American Comic Con, we got 4 creators of the Venom, the Lethal Protector. So I got them to sign and autograph all those for me after I interviewed them and botched that up. So down here, we'll have Joe Rubenstein and Chris Claremont. Still kind of. If I get Frank Miller on that one, obviously can't get Len Wein because he passed away a few years back. But still kind of holding off for a couple more autographs. Get maybe McFarlane on this and Frank Miller whenever he's in town. So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So over here, we'll kind of, if you look at the top, these are all the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. I got to figure out a better setup for that. Because it's just kind of all over right now. Down here, I have an X-Men 300. It is autographed by Stan Lee down here in the middle, but because I have all the figures kind of around it, I have all the X-Men figures in there. I gotta probably find a better. And if you look around the back, there's a lot more figures back there hiding. All Black Series.
The whole X-Men team.
Yeah, I'm still missing a few. Can't fit them in, so I gotta figure out how to fix the comic to be in there, but not be in the way, I guess.
You're getting the most use out of that detail shelf, though.
Down here, Secret Wars, number 1, and the Secret Wars 80s figures. I'm huge into them when I was a kid. Go down there. Those are the vintage Ghostbusters, not the reprints. Those are the vintage ones. Got them all in there. The 2 Ray and Egon, their proton packs are actually in the back of the
you put it like in.
Yeah, I put them in there.
Okay.
They're in there.
You can kind of see them.
Yeah, you can kind of see them. And if you go down here to the bottom, Got X-Force #1, but that's the War Messiah. In that one, I got Rob Liefeld, Herb Trimpe, and Len Wein autographed on a 9.4, and those are the Toy Biz X-Force figures. There's a lot more I need to find, but for now, we'll kind of continue over here. This is my NECA setup, and it's kind of like I have more figures that I haven't put out. Gotta squeeze them in.
I love how NECA put they do great details on these.
I made this throne right here. Wanted to buy one, and the NECA one was $100, so I made that.
And how much out of pocket did that?
Well, I bought tools and stuff, so those tools, I mean, I can make more. I've actually made one other one, so realistically, it almost cost me $100 just to make that. But I have so much, supplies and tools that I have that I can reuse and make them. So the next one would cost me absolutely nothing because I still have a lot of materials left over. So
awesome. Way to take initiative, buddy.
My next one is going to be a surprise. You guys will see it. I'll make it a little video, but it's a secret. So I can't tell you guys what it is. So if you come down here, so I have like Deadpool #1. A bunch of all the Hasbro Deadpool figures that they've come out with, the Legends. And if you go right under there, and I gotta find a better setup, is I have all the exclusive Darth Vader with Star Wars pops.
Nice.
I have more Black Series, but I haven't put away because I can't fit them anywhere. Come over here, it's the first Wolverine versus Deadpool up there by Liefeld. If you look on the top, so I kind of got some Toy Biz original figures in there, and some statues and whatnot. You down to the bottom, it's a Marvel Universe. It's just a mixture of all the Deadpool and Wolverine characters in the 3 3/4 line, which there's a whole lot of them.
How many would you say you have out of all produced?
I'm almost there, man. If I'm missing one, I'm missing like maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
But there's so many different variations. Like if you look at one, like the 2 Wolverines standing next to them, they almost look alike. But if you look at the paint, it's different.
These 2 right here?
Yeah, those 2. The paint's different.
One's more shimmery.
Yep. And there's always a little subtle difference in all of them. I just started collecting those and didn't intend to, but here we are.
I know, right?
Over here, it's kind of my little Venom setup. I have Donny Cates autographed Deadpool #1 signatures in there. These are the 2 Spider-Man 3 2-pack. They came out. One was purple, one was gray. Thought those were pretty cool. If you come over here, I'll have a Wolverine #1, and then all the. And I do own all the Hasbro Legends Wolverines. There's 3 that's missing from there, but they're in my closet unopened.
Nice.
So they're not out there. And I got a couple Toy Biz in there. I've got the X-Force Toy Biz, the Apocalypse Toy Biz, both versions. So yeah, if you go right under there, those are vintage Rocky Balboa figures. Then you have the Toxic Crusaders. Then you have some PVC plastic 80s vintage ETs, and right under that you have the little penny cars from the McDonald's Happy Meals. If you go down to my this side of the wall, if you pan out here, so every picture I have here is autographed. So I went ahead and put the Star Wars the vintage collection sealed figures, like I made Jeremy Bullock at a Toy Con a few years back. So I got 2 pictures. And I got both versions. I have this is the Melloway, and that's also a Melloway unpunched. Come over here, we have Ray Park. His figure right next to him. Darth Vader and the Emperor. Got both their figures up there. This one's the cool one right here. Shout out to Bill. He hooked me up real nice. Used to be the owner of Big Bang Toys and Collectibles. Now he owns Days of the Dead distribution, but that is a dual autographed picture there. That's awesome. With Christian Hayden and Ian McGregor. So thought that was dope. Hooked me up nice. Then obviously we have the Gamorrean Guard. Man, Steven out here. I told him the other day, I was like, hey man, I finally framed up your picture that I got like a year and a half ago. Sorry. Peter Mayhew got his figure. That one's, obviously he's no longer around. The voice of General Grievous, and I got his figure. Really hard to find because it's the one with the foil around it. They came out with 2 different versions, so
Nice.
And then if you come here, it's all vintage Star Wars.
Awesome.
Everything on here I either picked up. So one thing that I do with my vintage Star Wars is anything that you get, mostly that's open, the stickers are trash. I mean, I don't care what you say. They're trash. They're dried out. The glue's already failed. They're coming off. So I don't like that. So, and I know a lot of collectors frown upon what I do, but you know what? It's for my collection. I'm not trying to resell it, but if you look on these are reproduction stickers. Look just the same. Got the same sheen on them.
I wouldn't even notice.
And
if you
I take these apart, completely apart, take the little screws out, clean them out, make sure everything works, and put them back together. So I do use reproduction stickers on all of them.
Nice.
Now, if there's a sticker that's still good and not ripped or fading, I'm going to leave it on there, but X-Wing, the X-Wing, it was just trash. Some of these stickers are the original ones. Some aren't. Same thing with the Millennium Falcon. Almost everything was intact. Oh, by the way, this is a complete one. The only one missing is the stupid little ball, which everybody else is missing. But some of the stickers are the original ones, and some have been replaced.
But it's just still so visually pleasing.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
pretty dope that you took the initiative.
So yeah,
to do
you're
that.
like collecting each one figure. I mean, it's you got to get them complete, and a lot of times you'll get the sometimes you like if the figure's good, like this Leia right here. I mean, dude, it's white cape, white figure. The only thing I was missing when I bought it was the blaster, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to find that blaster. So eventually I did. The boy AJ hooked me up with a blaster for her and Han Solo.
Nice.
So he hooked me up with the big blaster that he carries, and that just made my figures and collection complete as far as that. Same thing with here. I just started collecting the little Ewoks. I wasn't collecting the Ewoks, but I started again. And then Kelly over at Rogue Toys hooked me up with this. It's broken, but it's a vintage lightsaber. And if you go down, this Jabba set I actually picked up at ToyCon this year.
Nice.
See, this is what I've been doing. I've been using the 3 3/4 current lines for the lightsaber. I'm missing his, so as soon as I find it, I'll definitely put it out there. But
Good job.
if you go down, those are the 1980 release of the Burger King glasses that you got.
These are awesome.
Missing one. So as soon as I get that, I'll be super happy. Back there, if you see it encased, it is Star Wars #1 comic. Really, it's not in great condition. It's pretty beat up. And that is a reprint, but it's not reprints like we think of reprints now. It's a reprint that came out maybe a month or 2 after the original came out. So if you go down here, it's my vintage DC Super.
Nice.
Super frames. I just started collecting those not too long ago.
I love these.
I think I'm only missing one weapon, and that is for Mr. Green Arrow. I'm missing that lunchbox I got over at Rogue Toys downtown. Looking at pretty good. Now, if you go down here, now Hasbro Power Rangers, and I have the Bandai original Power Rangers. They were all sealed. Did a video. Why is the Black Ranger trying to take off? I don't know. It's like, why are you turning away from me?
Why is it?
Why I gotta be the Black Ranger?
A
right?
little suspect, Louis.
Yeah, right. It's like, I'm out. And if you go over I have almost all of them. I'm missing Jerry Rice, and I'm missing Randy Moss for the McFarlane Raider figures.
Nice.
So I'm just missing those 2, and then I'm done.
It's weird. I know that's their stands, but I almost thought you put a little square of AstroTurf.
No, that's they have little peg holes for them to fit in there. So I gotta find a better spot for them. They're super crowded.
Dope.
If you come over this way, I got some dope artwork from Michael Turner, who since
Nice.
passed away. So these are actually limited runs. There's a 3,000 and I think 2,000 of both these comics. And then I got my my
Oh, that's
master
awesome.
replica lightsaber hanging up there.
Nice.
Now, the thing about this is that even if it's hit up like that, it actually fell down one time for Thanksgiving. Someone knocked it over. But it survived. Really nothing over here. I mean, I don't have anything over here. Just like did my last name crest a few years back, and I guess that's it.
That's
But
cool. That's cool.
mostly over here, it's my wife's stuff. It's got Disney plates and little pop things up there.
Real nice.
And then if you look back here, the original Tinkerbell, she autographed 2 things for me and that book. So that was pretty cool. I put it in glass. But other than here, I don't really, she kind of collects her own thing.
One thing I've noticed, Louis, especially, being your friend for these years and going to cons with you, is I like how you put value into your collection. You put value into things you get with the books and the signatures.
Oh, yeah. And then if you come up here, that's kind of her collect. Well, it's my collection because I've actually picked them all up for her. But one of her favorite shows was Sons of Anarchy. And so I've been tracking down each of the figures. I think I'm only missing like
Nice.
2. But
This show's on my list.
and then if you come over here, I'm obviously being from the Bay Area. I'm a A's and Raiders fan, so and Giants too. But these are the starting lineups for Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire. Also got a dual autographed Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire picture that I had authenticated by JSA, and then Ricky Anderson autograph ball and a Willie Mays autograph ball also. And I found their little starting lineup figures next to it.
Nice, nice.
That flag is from the first year the A's moved from Kansas City over to Oakland. Found that little pennant right there. Framed it. And at an antique store. Got it for $5. Alright, so over here I got these little pins. So back in the day, a lot of these pins are from this 78 gas station. When I lived in the Bay Area, they would every year that like in 89, 88, they would have these little pins, commemorative pins that they would sell. Picked up a lot of those, and then I do have some season ticket holder pins, some actual legit ones, and so it's a mixture of all the A's pins right here. I got some giant pins here, a couple season ticket holder pins that I was able to purchase. Of course,
Nice.
I'm not a season ticket holder, but did get those, so I framed those. If you come over here, start off with the Masters of the Universe
that is epic.
collection. So this is actually complete. All the parts and everything are in there. I got the figures up here. They couldn't fit up there. I tried to put them in this big shelf, but I ran out of room, so I just kind of made another shelf. And just a mixture of all the figures are complete here. Same thing with the Masters of the Universe lunchbox. If you go down here, it's the sewer set.
Nice.
Got all the figures and everything set up. It's actually, I don't have it completely set up because of the room restrictions, so I don't have the telephone poles and everything up like that.
But I like how you did put them on the
I
shelf
did
level.
put them on the shelf, just kind of leaned
Yeah.
up against them there, and did that. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff from my childhood. I don't think I had this many figures for either line. I know I never had Castle Grayskull for sure. Never had that. So I always wanted it as a kid. So got that and all the other figures and stuff. Ninja Turtles, I had maybe I had quite a bit of them, but I have more now as an adult. This sewer set in pieces from everywhere. From Puma, and then got some from you, Avery, and then the other stuff I found over at Brad's just to complete it. So that was pretty cool. Over here, I have like the little sci-fi
I like these.
horror minis by Funko. I'm missing, I think, five different ones.
Which ones are you missing in case somebody wants to?
Slimer, the 2 twins from The Shining. What else? E.T. And I think there's a orange clock. What's that movie?
Oh yeah, Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, Clockwork
the guy
Orange.
with the black thing
the
around his
black hat. And,
yeah.
You know, so I'm missing those two.
Cool.
Those are the ones I'm missing. So here's just my NECA figures. I try to get the ones that I had with the people we've met. Like for instance, you know, we have you can't really see it, but that's how he signed in his later years. Sid Haig kind of just did some scribble dribble on there. He actually signed that, and then Bill Moseley right there, the guy played Otis.
Nice.
And then when we go to Days of the Dead this in October, hopefully get these other ones filled in. So I'm just kind of working down the line. Over here we have Linda Blair, the Exorcist. We got Warrington Gillette, one of the Jasons, and then I have my Gremlins vintage lump box and
Nice.
80s figures from L&M. I had those when I was a kid. Actually, these two are mine from when I was a kid, and the Gizmo I'd somehow lost, and now I ordered that on eBay. So
Way to improvise and use a lunchbox as a mini shelf too.
Right. And then over here I have Gremlins autograph script, and I just kind of put it in a shadow box and
Nice.
then put the DVD in there. Tony Todd autograph up there. Got to meet him. He's super cool. And then we have one of the three Leatherfaces from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Two are alive. One's already passed away. Got to meet him. He big old biker looking guy. Kind of scary. Nah, he was cool. And then we have Steve Dash. He was the first Jason Voorhees with the little sacked head. He's since passed away. And then Tony Moran, super cool guy. Funny as shit. They actually argued with each other all the time. It was really, really, really funny. But if you go down here, I know I got everything tucked, but I have a lot of vintage glassware, you know, from 80s, 60s, and 70s. You know, when they're Oakland, LA in the 90s, and then Oakland. And then right here, if you look at this is actual dirt from the new stadium before they even laid down, when they were digging out the dirt in the center and everything. I got this from a guy that worked there. He was one of my customers at the body shop, and need a couple things buffed. And I told him if he can get me a picture of it, and him scooping in a mason jar, that I would do it for him. So He got me a mason jar, and I even put the date on it, November 2018. So yeah, some dirt. I put it in this glass and put this little shield on here.
Awesome.
I have some bobbleheads in here, or like some, you know, limited run little bobbleheads. Marshawn Lynch, Coach Gruden, and they're all numbered on the bottom. So if you pick one up, into this one. If you pick the one up, they only made 360 of these. I got 137. So yeah, if you can see that, but yeah, these are all numbered. Like the little detail with the Skittles. Then down here, I have a lunchbox. So Muppet Baby's lunchbox.
Nice.
With the Muppet Baby.
These take me back.
McDonald's. And then my movie collection I shrunk down because I didn't have any room. So each of these hold 204 DVDs, Blu-rays. So they're all filled up. And so it's like 600. I think it was like 630 something.
That's awesome though. You're a movie guy though, so.
And then these are all the ones that I didn't put, like my PS3, PS4 games, like sets I didn't put in there. All the
more
Marvel,
collector.
all the
type
Marvel
ones.
movies,
Yeah.
Star Wars, and then you have DC, and then you have the Kids Connect games, and then just some random movies that didn't fit anywhere. But
Nice.
that's pretty much it. And then if you walk over got this from
Danny Silva.
yes. So here's the stuff that didn't make the cut, and this is where
the dungeon.
the dungeon. So obviously this is foam for my dioramas. But if you look in here, there's probably 1, 2, 3. There's like 3 totes in there. And as you can see, there's like sealed figures. They're still in there. You know, there's parts for stuff that I haven't gotten. There's just, you know, it's full from the top down. And I keep getting rid of stuff, but I just keep finding more stuff. And so all that stuff's not even out yet, you know. Just ran out of room. Probably need another detop, maybe some more shelves.
But you know what? This is like a staple in collector's life. We all have our overflow tables and closets.
I have comics. Another thing, I do have a shelf for, I had vintage mob-owned casino ashtrays, which is supposed to go right here, but I haven't had a chance to put it up. But I have all the main casinos here from Vegas. Found them at antique stores and and whatnot, but I haven't put those up. I'm kind of scared to put them up. Some of the glasses. Some of them are really thin, like the Stardust. They made their ashtrays super thin. Like I can pull them out real quick, just. But obviously, as you can see, I did have an intent to put them up. Just don't know where, but. An example, this is the Stardust matchbook.
Nice.
Unstruck matchbook.
Okay.
That's worth some coin.
I
I don't want to say how much I paid for it, but it is worth some.
I know this could be used as evidence against you, so.
Here is a Stardust ashtray.
Oh, that's awesome.
And as you can see, that a lot of them didn't last too long because they had this weird design, but they were super thin. So
Nice.
Not a lot of them out there. Trying to find one of these took forever. And then if you go down, the Mint. It's on Fremont Street. I have one on here from the Silver Slipper in here. Let's see what else I got. Oh, the Flamingo is another one. The Flamingo.
Oh, that's dope.
So
These are in great condition, by the way.
thank you. And they're, you know, they're all in, if I go in here, the Silver Slipper. That's from their opening, grand opening. And then I have El Cortez. You know, it's an older one.
Wow.
And then that's the one on the top. And again, these are the ones that I want to get up. The Sands. That's old school Sands right there.
Okay.
So these are all mob-owned casinos at the time. So eventually, one of these days, I'll get these up. Just haven't had time. Did I do this one? Yeah, I already pulled this one out. But yeah. So the one that was super cool is this matchbook from Stardust. Like
Turn
it
it
should be
around.
6 this way.
Rotate it. Yeah, one more time. There you go. Perfect.
Upside down.
Nice. I didn't know they made matchbook collector cases like that.
Yeah. So yeah, if you find them, a lot of times people have them, but they're already struck in, or they're missing a match. But that one's never been used, so
Cool.
that was pretty cool. But yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff in here that I haven't got out. Comic books, a lot of
Just overflow too.
overflow stuff that I can't fit, or just a bunch of cool stuff. So. All right. Last part, I do got the two Deadpool and Wolverine Metzicos. I also have the X-Force Wolverine. Just missing the X-Force Deadpool. I haven't pulled it out. I bought it. It's actually in that big pile of crap in there. There's a tin in there where there's a Wolverine Mexico that's never been opened or touched, and it's just sitting there. So I just kind of put those there. And I'm still looking for the Deadpool X-Force. So if anybody finds it, let me know.
All right, FandomVerse. This has been our collection showcase of the G Collection. This your boy Arm.
It's your boy Louis G.
And we are
FandomVerse.
FandomVerse. Peace.